welcome.
Thank you.
New season, exciting.
Yes, very exciting.
Yeah, good off season though.
You could say that.
Yeah.
They say it's a 3-week break, but technically it's not a break. It's
Yeah.
the test of your discipline. Yep.
So the alarm was going off at 5:30.
Yeah,
At the same time the Jippers alarm goes off every morning. And you're into the gym.
Yeah.
The difference is she's going to win a
I'm
World
going
Cup.
out, you're coming in.
I'm doing it for vanity. So it's just two different training methods.
Nice. It must be super cool to come in this year with your fitness, because last year you're obviously making your way through the ACL and going through all of that. Now you got your fitness in place and you must be in a really good place.
Yeah, I guess with a whole year out with injury, it was kind of put into perspective of how much I was losing and how FOMO I was just watching everyone play and not realizing that, being injured made me realize that how passionate I am about rugby. So I just wanted to be at my best and put my best foot forward coming back in.
You love a try.
Yeah.
Gee, I was reading that you'd scored 160 odd tries for Auries. In
Team
like
tries.
60
They're team
games.
tries.
Team tries.
Team
It's
tries.
like, man, when you get that many tries, you're buying all the drinks after the game, right? Like,
They're buying all the drinks.
can't go out scoring that many. Big year for the Power this year. You guys had moments last year, really strong. Like the game line percentage we were talking last year, big people getting over the line. You know, whether it's Leila Sae or Jonah Nanawu or Monica Tangawai, getting over that advantage line. It's all in front of you, but just not necessarily finishing it off. So it must be, you've got the platform. It must be exciting to work with that.
We created opportunities, but we couldn't finish, and I think that's our biggest focus this year going forward is actually finishing those opportunities that we make.
That's what you do.
Yeah, see?
No, you're back. You're back.
Yeah, part of the game plan.
If you look at one position, though, that I suppose a player that really did help the Power last year was Hannah King. She's obviously moved to Must-2. Do you have a gauge of who's going to fill that responsibility?
Well, props to Hannah. Like, she was awesome for Power, and we've actually done a lot of recruiting around that position just because that is a big part of our team and what can help our team going forward. So we do have a few players in mind. We have Cassie, who's been with Manusena, who's been awesome in their season, and hopefully she can carry that on in the Power season.
Speaking of Kings, have you been back in touch with Charles?
I saw that one coming.
That came up when I was doing the research. And it came, I was like, I forgot that happened, but that's absolutely classic.
I think the funniest thing when I think about that is my nana doesn't actually have social media or doesn't know anything about social media, but they announced it on Samoan radio and that's how she found out. So, yeah.
The headline was that you gave the king a hug.
Yeah.
You gave it back too.
Yeah,
you gave it back too. What a moment.
Yeah, it was.
Was it spur of the moment or?
Well,
plan?
I didn't know it was a thing that you're not allowed to touch the rule. I'm just real oblivious to those things, and the girls were saying if anyone's going to do anything, it's Ayesha, and it so happened to be me, so it was spirit of the moment.
And you know what? He felt the love.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Move on from loyalty. But you're a spur of the moment kind of person? That's you?
Yeah.
Yeah. In general life, on the rugby field as well, you
Yeah.
get the ball in hand and you see your opportunity.
When I'm out on the field, it's just, I feel free, and my granddad always describes me as a fearless player, and that's how I always play my game.
Physically, do you feel the best you've ever been?
Yeah, I mentally and physically, I feel the best that I've been, and I feel like I can also bring that to the team. And like I mentioned, it's just the flow-on effect. If I can be like that, then I will start seeing my teammates like that as well.
Dedication sounds like it's been a big thing for you for a long time, though. I read a story about your grandfather knocking on your door at 5 a.m. and getting you up to train.
Yeah.
Is that carried on through your life? You're still...
Oh, well, when we weren't semi-professional, girls were waking up at 5 a.m. and trainings were before work, so 6 a.m. that was part of our schedule, and I guess that's just second nature now within women's rugby, and
When you were young and that knock came on the door, were you all right?
No choice. He was waiting in the van. At the time, did not like it, but when you look back at it, you're just so grateful, and all the sacrifices are why I'm here today.
Not to get rugby nerdy. I mean, this has been
You're
lovely,
getting
guys.
rugby nerdy.
This has been lovely, guys, but let's get to the crux of it. attacking wise, I don't think there are massive issues in New Zealand rugby. But defensively, and if you look at the end of year two with the Black Ferns, and I suppose the Poa a number of times last season, just getting caught short wide. How have you sort of, I mean, you would have watched a lot of the games, how do you see you can help, I suppose, just sort of draw those defenders out to protect all the space of the field?
I'm someone who loves talking. You can hear me before you see me, so I think that kind of helps on defence. And just if I can give confidence to my inside players, it's just a flow-on effect.
You're known for your ball carrying, you're known for scoring tries, you're known for your pace and your power. What more comes into it than that?
I guess just scanning comes with that. The players in front of me and what my defence is doing, where their hips are turning and what opportunities I can create with that. I'm starting to learn how to kick, and Wayne Smith was part of that game, so that can also be another tool under my belt.
Do you mean like edge kicking, so you get to that? Nice.
Just a one-on-one kind of kicking.
Yeah.
Smithy gave us no choice as wingers to learn how to kick, so now you see all our wingers kicking, and it's cool. You don't really see in a women's game, so yeah.
If you look at the backfield, is that how you're deciding? Are you going to do a chip? Are you going to go long?
Yeah.
You mentioned before hips turning. When you say that, what do you mean? Like, what does that do for you?
Well, that determines if I'm stepping in or out, so that helps me know whether I'm backing myself on the outside or I'm having a go on the inside.
Because you're going to create a weak shoulder. Now, World Cup finals coming up.
Yep.
You've been allowed to have 3 selections by Alan Bunting.
Does that mean his name has to be in there?
You might not want to pick a head coach. The current player, a former player, and a coach for the coaching team that you would like to take along the way with you.
A current player? Ruahei Demand.
Yeah.
A really good friend off the field, but even better leader on the field. A former player? I'll say Lindai Tunu. You don't want to be running at her shoulders, so I'd rather be in her team than not on her team.
Taking on both of them in the first round.
Yeah. You know, they're also great mates too. So, coach, I would say Smithy.
Yeah.
And Teddy Bear. Smithy and Teddy Bear. Nothing. What can go wrong with them too? So,
Yeah. Who's Teddy Bear for the viewers?
Graham Henry.
Graham Henry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Teddy Bear.
Bear.
Yeah. I've actually started that name within our Black Ferns team, so
All right.
it's weird calling him Graham Henry.
You didn't call him that.
Certainly not. Certainly not. I think he was at a different life stage when he was coaching me. He if we could call him something, we'd say white hot. White hot.
Oh, fair enough. And you've already talked about Wayne, but what was so special about Wayne as that coach?
Fresh eyes, a whole new coach who wasn't familiar with women's rugby, and then having him on board, he was more about utilising our strengths, and all our game plan was around our strengths, and I think that's what showed in the World Cup. Yeah.
It was bloody exciting.
Yeah. We were playing exciting rugby, and it was something we hadn't done in a long time, so yeah.
Yeah, some long length of the field tries in the final. That will be seared into our heads all the time. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much,
all
guys.
The best for the
Thank
season.
you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Too much. Not too much. See round one. See round one.
We'll try.